What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more hardcore, and we're back with another tune from my great friend Roberto, aka Formek. We're going to listen to the title track from his We Come in Peace EP on Mokum. Now, the vinyl came out in August of 2024. The digital tracks were out at least a few months before that. I'm guessing it was still in 2024, just a lot earlier in the year. But Roberto, if you see this and I'm wrong about that, do let me know. But in any case, the record came out on Mokum in vinyl form in August of last year. And I mentioned when I reacted to his tune with Slugnoid, Don't Get Me Down, that might be my favorite on the EP. Over time, and as I've re-listened to this record a great deal, used it in a mix not too long ago, I feel like the title track is at least as good, and I do get why this one was in fact chosen as the title track. It features not only great percussion, like always with Roberto's tunes, heavy kick drum, great bass line, but also some acid work, which is another feature that I think he does as well as anyone in the hardcore scene. In this one, it's mostly supportive for a lot of the track, and then in the final third, it comes to the fore more and propels the track on to the end of the tune. I will say also, it features a number of great samples, including the title track, or the title sample, We Come in Peace, which I don't know what movie or sci-fi show it comes from, but it really has that mid-20th century 1950s aliens proclaiming that they come in peace while they destroy Earth cities and try to take over. It also has a bit of profanity, I think very well used, where it says, "You motherfucker," and after we hear it the second time, it'll come back like half a measure later in the second half of it. It'll just, "fucker." So I love the way that Roberto chops up that particular sample in that moment. And then there's another sample which is almost like hardcore existentialism, like someone talks about escaping from reality, and a person responds, "I don't need to do that, I am reality," which I very much enjoy. So let's give it a listen. This is Formek's We Come in Peace from the EP of the same name on Mokum. I think it was released in August of 2024. Make sure I have this on the right side. And yes, this is in vinyl catalog. Mokum 307.
We come in peace. We come in peace. We come in peace.
So distinct from reality. Yeah, I don't need this shit. I am reality.
is why Roberto is the best in the business. It's just flawless. And as I said, even if a different track on the EP caught my ear most intensely when I first got it, I think this is every bit as good as Don't Get Me Down. And in some ways, I think it's the chronology it's perfect. Again, I love the intro with that like ride cymbal, which, you know, for us DJs is great because it allows you to get everything queued up, and you know, you're double dropping, and then right at the moment when you know the kick drum is coming in, you know, you kill the lower end on the old track and let the kick drum and bass from this one drop in. So it's perfect from an artistic point of view, and it's perfect from a DJ's point of view, including right to the end there where there's that extension after the kick drum has dropped out with the sample and still a bit of those rapid fire like chopped up synths, which again, that's another major element of the track, the like fast rolling synth work. Absolutely love it. The acid, as I said, it starts supportive in the background, and then in the final third of the track it really comes out into its own, which the moment where it really cleans up and it's just sort of the driving kick and bass with that acid work, that's my absolute favorite part. And I like all the samples. Again, I forgot about the Come On sample, which, you know, that's good in anything. That's good in acid techno, hardcore, like even hard trance. So I love the sample with that kind of like, come on, like, you know, let's get this. We're getting it right now. And then, as I said, the, you know, sort of Gabber existentialism, the like escape from reality, like, you know, don't say that to me. I am reality. And then, as I said, the motherfucker mixed with the, or not mixed with, but then chopped down to just fucker when it comes back like half a measure after the second version of that sample. I love it. So it's all the little details, right? Like it's the overall atmosphere, which again, this is the kind of tune that I think sits perfectly on Mokum, but could totally work on a Cenobite release because it's got atmosphere. It feels like I'm in a wicked sci-fi movie. And then it's got the great acid work. It's got the, you know, the layout, just the little tidbits here and there. So it's all like, it's the ingredients certainly, but it's just the little details about the way the track is put together that takes it beyond just great to excellent. So once again, shout out to Roberto, shout out to Mokum for putting out great hardcore vinyl. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.